I got a Patreon request from Marco, who wanted me to review a teen comedy produced by Netflix titled The Package. The title makes it sound like it's about a delivery man or a postman or something. I assure you, it is not. The movie is actually about a group of teenagers who go camping and one of them cuts off their thingy. Hijinks ensue. Did I find the package funny? Not a whole lot, to be honest. Not to say there isn't some inspiration a few times. I will get to the main running joke in a bit, but the main issue I had with this film was how horrible most of the characters were, especially the male leads, none of whom I found all that likable or endearing. The worst was probably the best friend character. I thought maybe at some point it would be revealed why the lead protagonist Sean is friends with him, and nope, not really. From the second he spoke his first lines of dialogue, I hated Donnie, and at no point was it clear why Sean keeps hanging out with him. Every action performed by this character was obnoxious and grating, and their friendship just befuddled me. The other friend, Jeremy, was also kind of annoying, but you do feel a little bad for him when his junk is chopped off. They are also joined by two teenage girls, and to give credit where it's due, Geraldine Viswanathan gives a decent performance. She's not given all that good material, but she was the only person who did not irritate me. This actually did not surprise me, seeing as she's been great in other comedies, like Blockers and The Broken Hearts Gallery. Nonetheless, I would like to present her with the Bridget Mendler in Father of the Year Award for being the bright spot in a crass Netflix comedy for teenage boys. Congratulations! As for the humor, the film mostly rests on dick jokes and not much else. Every scene basically involves some gag where a character is talking about penises, or using another term for it, or actually showing the dismembered member. Fun fact, said penis was created by Tom Woodruff Jr. and Alec Gillis, veteran visual effects and makeup artists whose credits are too long to name, but you've seen their work in Alien 3, Jumanji, It, Starship Troopers, and Death Becomes Her, the latter of which Woodruff Jr. won an Oscar for. And they put together a very realistic-looking penis. That's a sentence I did not think I would ever say. As you can see, the package runs on this one note through a large chunk of its runtime, and it does get old rather quickly. The movie runs about 90 minutes, but it feels longer than that, because it just keeps running on this same gag, and the filmmakers try to think of more terrible things to happen to this male body part. I will admit, it is something seeing the number of Murphy's Law scenarios they keep putting the characters in as things build and events get more bonkers. The characters are really tested to the limits at every turn, and it is astonishing. I just wish the jokes were a lot funnier than what we got. We get the expected joke of someone needing to put their lips on the thing and everyone acts horrified. This is also the kind of movie that finds a child swearing to be the height of comedy. Are there erection jokes? Of course there are erection jokes. Even though The Package was released in 2018, it really felt like one of those late 90s, early 2000s comedies. There was a time after comedies like There's Something About Mary and American Pie with such massive hits that each one tried to top the other in the gross-out humor department. There was an over-reliance on bodily function humor and other types of gags related to sex or male genitals. Sure, a few of these managed to do it in a way that was fresh and funny, but most just relied on the same tired bits, and it did seem like audiences started to tire of the formula, which I think paved the way for movies of the Judd Apatow variety that were still R-rated but attempted more sophisticated and character-based humor rather than trying to shock the audience. But maybe The Package really is intended as a throwback to the era that brought us Scary Movie, Van Wilder, and others of that ilk. In the end, it only managed to produce a few chuckles out of me. Anyway, give The Package a look on Netflix and let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for the request, Marco.